my good grief. 43 on. Look at you. All right, I'm turning the reverb off. Here we go. Here we go. Darlings, can you hear me? Let me see who's there. All right. Mark, Stephanie, Emma Doubleday, darling. Have I had a lot of cheese? I can feel it from here. Are you in a cheese coma? Are you in a cheese coma? I ask you. I have to talk into the microphone. Are you? Michael Paz! Oh, my good grief. Do you know what? Right now, Michael Trace, for fuck's sake. Anders Soyberg, Tom Fay, hello, darling. Doug Nixon, you're on, mate, so I can start. Look at me. I'm in a complete flop sweat of ridiculous West Coast heat wave. Is there a bloody fire outside my door or what? Trauma. My face, look at it. It's like an oil slick. I put a bit of makeup on. Fuck that, for fuck's sake. There's no way it's staying on. So I've got a little bit of glitter, but most of what you see is just pure, beautiful animal sweat. Hello, Maggie. Steve Lee, sounding great. That's what I like to hear. Thank you so much. Thomas Glazer, David. Too much fucking Irish cheese, Emma. Back off, darling. Put the cheese away. You know what it's like. Now, normally, you know me. I started off in like a big billowing shirt and all sorts of accoutrement and the giant tooth. Oh, no. It's so fucking flaming hot. Frank Lapassus. A very happy. Hello, darling. Bonjour. Comment allez-vous? Ça va bien? Oui. It's my bit of French. Appalling. But got the accent. The rest of it's bullshit. But, Leland Sklar. Hey, babe. Let me tell you about Leland Sklar and Pedro Segundo right now. Did you all enjoy? I think you did. How amazing was it to be back with my guys in this room, distancing, wearing ludicrous masks, I know, but to do that recording of that song, What's Your Problem, Bitch? Can I just tell you how fucking amazing it was, for fuck's sake? It's what we've all been missing, we musicians, and you too, I think, which is to see the camaraderie and those bass fills, and then Pedro just doing the shit. I mean, what can you say? It's just like these guys are magic. Leland, I'm so happy you're on. Is Pedro on yet? Susan Owen is watching. I can begin. My sister's on. Is Pedro Segundo on? Because he doesn't know what he's missing. Where is he? Where is Miss Portugal in 2014? We love a bit. I know, Mark Traves. I know we love a bit of Pedro. Leland Sklar. I'm just going to say it right now. Leland Sklar just did, he does these daily, astronomically brilliant. I mean, they're so great. He does these masterclasses, but it's more than that. It's the stories behind, it's how it was. He's been on so many sorry, Lee, you're blushing, I know, but he's been on so many albums. He's done so much magnificent work. He's the shit. I'm so fortunate to have this man in my life. So here's the thing. He's been doing this daily thing on his YouTube where he basically plays along and describes and explains and has the backstories to every song. Well, it's going to be multi-thousands. What can I say? 2,500, I believe, records he's been on. So on Friday, he did my version of Summer Nights, and it was a glory, and it was incredible, and it makes me so happy that I'm just a brown nose to him at all times, and I'm constantly just being, No, I love this man. I love him, and it's such a great show. Please go and see it. Please check out. Just go to Leland's YouTube site and go on Friday. Watch them all. They're fucking amazing. But, selfishly, watch Fridays. It's magnificent. Makes me sound like an absolute goddess, goddammit. I am. But, yes, thank you, Lee. Is Pedro on yet? Or shall I just start? What the fuck is his problem? No, he's working very hard. He is. He's doing a lot of DIY work. No, I'm not. No. So, but there's more coming. Monday, there'll be another one. You cannot believe our joy. We're just going to keep them coming. Can I hear a for fuck's sake yes, please? Woo! Pedro Segundo. Hola. I've just been going on about you. Going on about how amazing it was to be back in this room, the three of us together again. It was fucking magnificent. You missed it, mate. You have to watch it again. But basically, it was like a big old, here we go. This is musical wank over the two of you. The floor needed cleaning. So, Mopping Up Karma, part 2. Do you get it? Partie de deux. La passus. Part 2. Shut up. God, I can't stand people living near me. So, it's getting to me. Can you tell it's getting to me? So, ultimately, here's the maybe you didn't even hear that. It's a fucking honking horn. By the way, how did you see the photographs of the bikers convention? Yeah. Fucking for fuck's sake. Why can't they all be kept there? Just kept there to just bloody ooze. And I was a huge Smash Mouth fan until I saw that. Yeah. Fuck's sake. I wonder what Trump's brother died of. Moving on, Mother Mercy is the first song I'm going to hit here. You know why? You know why? Because Mother Mercy. Oh, darling, I love you guys. I really do. Yeah. Rub Pedro. This is how you rub Pedro. You do that. You just literally, Pedro played in the studio. Yes, we've been back in the studio. Yeah. He played with a knife. He played an overdub of a knife on the sugar bowl. If I didn't love him so much, I'd fucking hate him for how talented. He's too nice. I love him. I can't help. I can't even start to hate him. He's so brilliant. Anyway, Mopping Up Karma Mark II. So Mother Mercy was the first song I recorded. I'm going to give a shout out here to my fabulous friend Julia Fordham. Can we hear her? Woo! Julia Fordham. I remember to this day, she was living on the next street from me, and I remember coming back and having recorded this first song, Mother Mercy, and saying, Julia, have I lost my mind, or is this a truly exciting thing, and does it sound incredible? And we listened to it in the car. We always go out in the car and listen to music. And she went, Jude, Mung. We call each other Mung because of, it's a long story. Only Brits will get this. This is the Smashy and Nicey, most Mungus made. Harry Enfield and Paul White. Yeah, you get that. So Americans, forget I even spoke. So ultimately, she said, Mung, this is fucking amazing. Now, Julia never swears. She is one of the kindest, most wonderful, articulate people in the world. That's my job, is to swear a lot. Thank God. And she said, mate, this is fantastic. Mung, it's absolutely... So there's a theme behind today's show. It's mostly that many of the songs are mother themed, in a good way, mother, as in asking, like, the mother... Mother Earth, the mother above, my mother, a mother, somebody to mother you, to take care of you. I think that's it. It's basically talking about the mythological mother, I suppose, the metaphorical mother, yeah, who we all need in our hardest times. And of course, like I said last show, I was new to LA, and God knows it is pretty much one of the most, I think, strangely... Well, once you get to have friends, and once you get to know how glorious the people are who live here, you know, the ones that you get close to, it's not that friendly a place. It's very hard to meet people. It's very hard to get close to people. It really is. And I really felt like a fish out of water, as I said the last time. Boy, did I. And so I wrote this song to the metaphorical mother that we all look to. And this is the first song I recorded from this little baby here. This is Mother Mercy. Pray for me, people. I haven't played any of these for so long. Here we go. Thank you for giving me the time to learn. I want to thank you for letting me burn all those bridges. Let me thank you for knowing that it wouldn't be my day. 'Cause you may lose your mind, you may lose your way, but this is the pursuit of happiness. And Mother Mercy, hear your daughter. I'm a baby in the bulrush. I'm a fish out of water. Don't you know that I've done denying? I'm just crying for some laughter. So smother me, 'cause love is what we're all after. Oh, oh, oh. Mother, mother, mercy. Oh. So thank you for letting me sink lower than I should have. Thank you for knowing that the pain would do me good. Thank you for knowing that I would be understood someday. 'Cause you may lose your mind, you may lose your way, but this is the pursuit of happiness. And Mother Mercy, hear your daughter. I'm a baby in the bulrush. I'm a fish out of water. Don't you know that I've done denying? I'm just crying in for some laughter. So smother me, 'cause love is what we're all after. Mother Mercy, Mother Mercy. Mother Mercy, won't you help me? I said, hey, I said, Mother Mercy, won't you help me? I said, won't you help me? All right, I had a couple of problems in the beginning, but I think I got it by the end. I did. And I was trying to get a little bit of a flourish. Thank you so much, Stephanie. I was trying to get us all into a church Sunday mood, you know? Woo! Woo! I was trying to get us into, I had an organ going. I had my huge swelling organ going. Did you hear it? It's a piece of shit is what it is. What I really wanted to do is I wanted to do this. But instead, I tried the rock organ, and that wasn't so good, but it wasn't bad. Let's hear it again. Hang on. I was trying to get... All right, well, I'm happy. I don't know about everybody else, but I'm just getting it all down here. I'm sweating like a pig. No, sorry. I'm glowing like a small farm creature or a small woodland creature. But hey, it's boiling here on the west coast of America. So, but that's the least of our problems, let's be honest. So onwards. I'm so glad you're enjoying it. Are we all having a woo? Yeah. Here's the thing. when I wrote that song, I realized that I was slightly grateful for the years where I'd struggled and struggled and struggled and nobody had taken a blind bit of notice of me. It's pretty much the story of my life. Because the truth was, I had to do some serious work on myself in order to be able to deal with any of this, because I was such a damaged and fragile person. As my sister, when I'd say to my sister all the time, "Oh God, nobody even knows I exist." And when it came to getting this deal with Capitol, and when I first started to make this record, I realized I was so damn grateful this had come to me later, because now I could cope with it and deal with it. Still went, still got fucked up and went belly up, for fuck's sake. But still, I was able to deal with all of it, and that included the disappointment, because I think it might have killed me the first time around when I was, in a young and ill thing. So that's the story behind Mother Mercy. That's the gratitude of having learnt some of life's having got life's hard knocks, having learnt something on the way, having learnt to be a more substantial person and to get your fucking brain healthy so that you can deal with how hard it is just to get through life for all of us. And for a musician, it's something altogether different, because, of course, it's a matter of exposing your inner self to people and then them going, nah, that's a shit song, isn't it? That's a bit corny. So it does take some inner strength to get through it all. But it does in life, doesn't it? Doesn't it? So there's Mother Mercy for you. Now, as you know, here's another song about mothers, but it's a very different kind of coming from a very, very different perspective. At that time, around the late 90s, 2000, there'd been a couple of times in my life when I thought, I'm pregnant, but I wasn't. And, I never wanted to be a mother. I didn't. I wanted to, my association with motherhood is not a healthy one with my history. And so, but more importantly, I knew that I couldn't take care of anybody else, let alone I couldn't take care of myself, rather, let alone anybody else. So to me, being a mother was really not on the cards. Plus, I'm married to my music. I'm married to this world, to this life. These are my children. This is it. And there's enough fucking parents out there, good ones, let alone a shit one like me. That was one breath. I said that in one breath. So, anywho, but I wrote this song because on those rare times, and it came up when I was at Capitol, and I thought maybe I was, and I wasn't. But it was one of those rare times I wondered what it would be like to be a mother. And more importantly, because I didn't know what being a mother really meant, God knows, I wondered what it would be like being inside your mother, being in hopefully a safe, beautiful place that you didn't want to leave. Not knowing what was coming, not knowing what was happening out there, but feeling so sublime, I guess. And so out of that came this rather extraordinary song, I think, and it's because I've got an overactive imagination, we all know that. But out of that came this song, Inside You. Talk amongst yourselves. Mothers do what mothers must, and you we live and you we trust our lives. So if I stay or if I go, I want you to know from in here you seem very kind. In this place so confidential, lying by your beating heart, I could be so incidental, I could tear your world apart. And it is sublime here, like the lining of a leather glove. It is sublime here, and all I ask for is your love. It is sublime here. Mother, do what you must do, 'cause I'm waiting, creating. Inside you. So hold me in this watery place, feed me all the foods you crave, dear mother. As up against your holy wall, I hear your voice, I know you like no other. This church to life potential, this tiny house, my private room, I could be so influential, a tyrant in my mother's womb. It is sublime here, like the lining of a leather glove. It's a sublime here. All I ask for is your love. It is sublime here. Mother, do what you must do, 'cause I'm waiting, creating. Inside you. Mother dear, Mother dear, Mother, mother, mother dearest. Mother dear. Mother dear. Thank you so much. Thank you. Isn't that funny? That's the hardest song to sing. Oh boy. But thank you so much. It's singing these songs. It's like old friends, like I said. I need to do these with the guys. What do you think? Leland and Pedro, I think we should do these. We should do these again in a much more artful way than they were originally, I think, in a very different way. Yeah, it would be a fine thing. So yeah, that was that song about wondering, about wondering how it would be, and all those complications that come with putting something before what you feel is a physical need or desire. I really had them. I had them a couple of times, but thank you so much, everyone. Thanks, Sean. Thank you all. Thank you so much. But it was a strange place until I met Julia, until I met my various friends and musicians. I really felt totally out of it, as I said, and I was in this place of I was in the fork in the road, as I describe it so much, and no wonder I felt so absolutely rudderless. Here I was in this gorgeous place that just reminded me of how alone I was and lonely, and yet once I met my people, when I think about all my friends now and the people that I love here, it's a marvelous place. But until you find them, my God, it's hard. And at the beginning, I kept going to these parties. I was invited all the time through people I kind of met and bumped into. But I kept going to these fucking parties. And I went to one, of course. By the time I got to Capitol, it was just I was so alive. I felt so vital. It felt so fantastic. But I kept going to these fucking Hollywood parties. Oh Jesus, I'm so not that person. And it was also like glitz and fabulous, and we're all networking, we're all players. I'm so not a player. I just wish I had a little bit of more of that about me. I just portray a ballsy woman in everything that I do. It's just who I play. But in real life, of course. So I'm going to these parties, and I always remember this one, and this is what I wrote this song about. I was at a pool party. Where the fuck? A pool party out in paradise. And here I was in Beverly Hills, and I'm at a pool party, and it suddenly becomes very apparent to me that I'm the only one who has a face that actually moves. And I mean, like, expression, frowning, whatever. And I'm looking at this woman who's sitting on everybody's like stone-faced. Because basically it was like botox central, and I hadn't actually got my head around this as yet. I hadn't realized that people's faces didn't move because they'd been numbed, as in, which is fair enough. It's all fine. Do what you want to do what you need to do, but get some fucking expression so I know whether you're smiling at me or happy or angry. I just want a clue. That's all I ask for in life. And, but it was very much a sort of, like it was a real schmoozing players, like, like meeters and gatherers, and they were all so hip and fucking trendy. And I always feel like the least cool, most untrendy person it's like, oh shit. So, yeah. So I remember looking at this party, but of course immediately, as one does, just thinking, fuck this. I'm writing a song about it. Now, I did my version of it quite some time back, and I changed the words so it would suit the me generation of what the hell's going on right now. But I'm going to sing it to you now with the original lyrics because they are a hoot. Because it's exactly that image, that vision I want you to think of at a poolside party with all these gorgeous-looking things with the tits. Really, these things, whoppers. Firm, bounce a penny off them, whoppers, skinny as skinny can be, something I've never been, and the faces that just don't fucking move. And I'm sitting there, again, feeling like a farmhand and just thinking, what in God's name could I possibly have talked to these people about? Well, I don't, obviously. I just, what are you going to do? Jumped in the pool. And whilst trying desperate to cover my cellulite. And it's just, it's just that thing. And everybody's trying so fucking hard. It's a continuation of what I was talking about last week. Everybody's trying so hard. Everybody's on. Everybody's selling themselves. And so, of course, there came this song, which, as I said, I think at the time when I played it, when I was talking about Capital, it turned out to be such a joyful thing. All these voyeuristic songs. It was such a flippin' pleasure. But here is, and let me hope, and let me say, I'm going to try and remember how to play it. Here is She's All Right. Talking about, let's be honest, and now, by the way, we're on another level of since selfies, since the whole cell phone thing, since everything, that was nothing. That was so nothingy compared to where we are right now. So bear with me, please, and join me as I talk about the days when people were just vain and self-obsessed, as opposed to. Here we go. And here we are, poolside out in paradise. So I'm watching her, and she knows it, I can guarantee that. She's a small town girl who worked it till she entered the fold now. She won't get fat, She won't grow old, 'cause she's alright. Yeah, she's okay. She's living for the moment. As long as she looks good, it's okay. Well, she's alright. Yeah, she's okay. She's got a couple of thousand put away to help Mother Nature, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. And here we are, a poolside out in paradise. She's a talking doll who's working hard to stay a trophy wife, and nothing moves, and all the girls get carried away. Well, I guess it proves there's a life after 30. And she's alright, yeah, she's okay. She's living for the moment, as long as she looks good today. Well, she's alright, yeah, she's okay. She's got a couple of thousand put away to help Mother Nature. Well, we're all crazy, that's what we are. We're all crazy, that's what we are. So put some cow in my face, Mother, but don't leave some scars on me. We're all crazy, that's what we are. You know that we bucks put away to help Mother Nature. She's alright, yeah, she's okay. She's living for the moment, as long as she looks good today. Well, she's alright, yeah, she's okay. She's got a couple of thousand put away to help Mother Nature. She's all right. The sighing you hear at the end is just the pure relief that I've got through. Can I just share that with you? If you're thinking, good God, she's jizzing all over her own songs. Am I allowed to say that? No, it's because I'm just so fucking relieved to have got through. It's been a while since I've played these songs, but I think I'm getting away with it. I think I am. Oh, yeah. So, yeah. So you can imagine, it was just hell, that. Thank you so much, guys. It's not my kind of thing, that kind of party, that kind of scene. It's not me. It never has been. It was always difficult until I found my way, until I found my friends. But God, I pity anyone who comes here for the first time and doesn't know anyone. For fuck's sake. LA's tough, man. It's tough. London is too, but I don't know. There's a different kind of vibe. You can meet people. You go places. There's so much to do. LA, you're just driving everywhere to get to do anything, to see anyone. It's a very difficult thing to get a sense of community. Thank God for all of us who do have it. Thank God! The final song with the mother theme. And this is the mother load. Let me tell you right the fuck now. This is the mother load. This is one of the hardest songs. And it seems so right now. I mean, like I said, I think the metaphorical mother that I speak to, it's my mother, my real mother, but it's also the mother. Because we're all really, we're all children who want to be taken care of on some level. Yeah, you learn to mother yourself, to take care of yourself, to look after yourself and be that mother. But when it gets tough, don't we all just go, oh, God, would somebody please take care of me? Yeah, yes, we do. And I think at that time, before I did the Capitol, record, as in Capitol Records at Capitol Record, before I did Mopping Up Karma, I had written this song about how, I always thought that when you got older, things might get easier. They should get easier, and God knows in some ways they do. You get wiser, you learn more, you know what you're doing, you know who you are. And I think for women, that's a big one. You start to, as each decade passes, you know who you are. I hope for men it's the same thing. You really do know what you want, what you cannot fucking stand, who you don't want to put up with anymore. Fuck that. I mean, that really is what happens with women very much. But other complications come along and things get harder and it gets harder and it never stops. It never ever stops. I feel like I've got so much to be grateful for turning into a healthy person who can deal with life. But ultimately, as the years pass, the road gets wider. It's filled with more things, more memories, more things. You get so great. You can be so great. You can learn so much. But right now, it's a very wide road, and we're all tiny little children wishing that we could be mothered and taken care of, walking on this. So here is a song, one of my favorite songs. I hope I don't screw it up. And it is called The Wide Road. And it's for all of us right now. Here it is. You do your best and walk with pride. The things you love are often cast aside, never ever meant to hurt you. And would it be wrong to ask you to guide me home and to help me on? I walk alone, this is my choice, but in my darkest hour I yearn another voice, and never ever meant to hurt you. And would it be wrong to ask you to guide me home and to help me on? This wide road, Mother, help me walk this wide road. I've tried so hard, but I'm still so alone. Help me walk this wide, wide road. 'Cause the older I get, the wider it never ever meant to hurt you. And would it be wrong to ask you to guide me home and to help me on this wide road? Mother, help me, 'cause I tried so hard, but I'm still so alone. Help me on this wide, wide road. 'Cause the older I get, the wider, and the older I get, the wider, and the older I get, the wider it becomes. So if you love someone, you should help them on this way. Road. So that was the bonus track on Mopping Up Karma. And thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. And the reason it was the bonus track is because it was thought amongst the powers that be that it was so unbelievably emotional and heartbreaking that it might kill people. I don't know what they thought. I don't know why there was, But hey, even in the difference between the early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s, I can't even put into words how much has changed in the way that, people that used to say to me, don't mention your illness, don't mention your depression, don't be so emotional, don't say these things, don't do these songs that are so unbelievably emotional and of the heart. And it's true. I mean, they did say that. And now here we all out spilling our guts like we're just wanting more bad things to happen so we can spill them. And I've always been somebody who led with this, as in I've always been very honest, even if I didn't speak about it. It was in my songs. So isn't it funny how these things come around and turn around to your belief system or the way that you are? So that is the end of Mopping Up Karma Part 2. I think next what we're going to do is we're going to go to, at this point, I think 12 Arrows is next. I think we're going to hit 12 Arrows and hit the songs from there. We'll do it and a couple of parts of those ones too. But I think, again, I believe there'll be a new song featuring, of course, the fabulous Leland Sklar and Pedro Segundo live from this very room that's coming to you. It'll be coming out either tomorrow or the next day. You will see it. And yes, it is hot town, summer in the city, back of my neck getting good and good. It is my version of the Loving Spoonful. A very jazzy, cool, oh my God, let's just rip our clothes off. You're seeing a lot of skin today. It's because it's so fucking hot. I can't even wear, it's amazing I've got trousers on. That's all I can tell you. But I think I already have a rash. So anyway, that being said, I want to thank you all so much for being here with me today and having this Mopping Up Karma time. You know what I'm going to say? You know what I'm saying, and I'm being proven right by every goddamn place that is suddenly upped and down. Suddenly we're free, suddenly we're in lockdown, suddenly we're free, and then there are those wanker bikers. Ignore them. You know what to do. You put the masks on, you wipe your hands, you distance, you're 6 foot away. Don't get any dentistry done, please God. I've actually bought my own teeth cleaning, but that's another thing altogether. I did buy it. I'll probably end up stabbing myself in the mouth and not be able to sing for the rest of my life. Anyway, this has been a joy. Join me, please, on Wednesday for the beginning of and the songs of 12 Arrows. I wish you well. This has been, for fuck's sake, my darling friends. This has been For Fuck's Sake with me, Judith Owen. I'll see you Wednesday. Love you all. Love you so much here. I'm coming in. Oh, my God. Look at this one.